Hello, my shining star. I trust that you're doing good. You're welcome to the second topic for this trimester. It's going to be exciting, educating, and interesting. So I want you to ensure that you have your learning materials ready. The topic for today is the uses of sewing tools. Uses of sewing tools. Simple sewing tools include needles, pins, thimble, pin cushion, tape measure, tailor's chalk, scissors, pressing iron, ironing board, sewing machine, tracing wheel, and tracing paper, and lots more. So today you will be learning the uses of all of these sewing tools and equipment. The aim for this lesson is to educate you on the uses of some simple sewing tools and equipment that I just mentioned: needles, pins, thimble, pin cushion, tape measure, tailor's chalk, scissors, pressing iron, ironing board, sewing machine, tracing wheel, and tracing paper. So this lesson is going to educate you on the uses of simple tools and equipment. The first here is scissors. The big scissors is used for cutting cloth. The smaller scissors is used for cutting paper and trimming threads and other things. The pinking shears or zigzag scissors, as it is commonly called, is used to knitting raw edges, as it gives cut edges a fine zigzag finish. Next here is the needles and the pins. There are different sizes of hand needles, which are actually made for different purposes. Pins hold cloth or pattern in position for cutting or sewing. Never leave needles or pins lying around when needles or pins are in use. They can be held up on a pin cushion. When needles and pins are not in use, they should be wrapped up in cotton wool or put in small container with powder. Pin and needles should not be stuck in thread as they rust and cut the thread. Next here are threads. Thread is used with needles basically for sewing. So note that thread is used with needles for sewing. Here is the tape measure. The tape measure is used for taking measurement of cloth or body. Tape measures should be rolled up when not in use and keep them away from fire. Next is the thimble. The thimble is used to protect the fingers against needle marks during hand sewing. The pin cushion. Pin cushion helps to hold pins and needles up for easy reaching during sewing, and pin cushion should be kept clean and dry. Okay? Next is the sewing machine. The sewing machine is used for sewing. There are hand sewing machine, threadable machine, and electric sewing machine. Keep sewing machine covered to keep away dust, and as well ensure that you oil when necessary and take for servicing regularly. Okay, so the sewing machine is basically used for sewing, and ensure that the sewing machines are covered to keep away dust, and oil the sewing machine when necessary. The pressing iron. The pressing iron is used to iron clothes during sewing, and the sewing machine should always be kept in good repair. Follow directions for ironing different types of fabrics. So all of these are things you must take note of. All sewing tools must be kept in needlework box and kept away. Other items that can be found in a needlework box are buttons, hook and eye, hook and bar, zipper, press stocks, and so on. The zipper, the press stocks, and so many others. Now, how do we care for the sewing machine? The sewing machine must be dusted after use and oiled. If it would be put away for a while, follow the maker's instructions for care. Cover when not in use. Both machines, whether the electric or the hand sewing machines, must be serviced regularly and covered when not in use. A box or tin must be provided for keeping small sewing tools. I hope you have a nice time learning about the different uses of the simple sewing tools and equipment.